welcome back to my channel. Today I'm joined by Sarah, my cousin and my maid of honor. She's never been on my channel before. That's crazy, you've never been on my channel before.
I know, but I've been in your life
for my whole life. But yeah, today we are in self-quarantine still. We're just making some brunch. I don't know, is it too late to be brunch? It's 2:40 right now.
Kind of late, but
we're kind of making like late breakfast lunch, but
closes at 3, so technically we're fine.
Yeah, true. So we're still fine. It's still breakfast time, and I just thought we would vlog because we're hanging out and we hardly ever get to hang out. But yeah, we will have a fun time today cooking and just chatting.
Not yet. It's not ready yet. We're making some eggs, and then we have some turkey bacon.
I've got my bagel going.
My phone. Don't touch my phone.
Today's actually my brother's birthday, so everyone's going to be coming over to my house tonight for dinner. Can we turn this off? This is so bad. There we go. So everyone's going to be coming over to my place for dinner. We're going to have a self-quarantine dinner birthday for him.
Which is good.
Which is fine. You gotta make the best of what you got, you know? You can't...
Did he want to make plans?
I don't think so. I mean, you can't go out anywhere. You can't hang out with your friends.
Oh my gosh, that sucks. Was he 21?
Yeah, he's 21 on the 21st. It's his champagne birthday. And he can't even go...
And he's in quarantine.
Oh. I've never used a dishwasher.
Yeah, is it that hard for you to just take your dish on the plate and put it in where it belongs? No. Somebody has to leave it on in the sink so that one individual, me,
Do you want me to open this?
has to load it.
What do you think we should discuss in today's video, Russie?
I don't know. We can have a little chit chat.
Obviously, we know coronavirus.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's the reason why we're inside.
Yeah.
We're self-quarantined.
Yeah.
Been working from home, all that jazz. That being said, obviously I'm getting married in 3 months.
Yeah. Oh, that we can talk about.
So yeah, like planning a wedding now. I've been engaged for over a year, and to even think about having to postpone, because like when I got engaged last March, I was ready to have my wedding in August, so have a 6-month engagement. And then everyone in our family was like, no, like don't do that. It has to be like a year, wait longer. And so I pushed the wedding date for June this year, which is another 10 months. So my engagement is a total of 16 months.
Yeah.
And now we're 3 months out, and like it's just hard to think that we might have to push it or postpone it or cancel it or whatever. But I think obviously keeping in mind like a lot of our family members are older or have pre-existing health issues, which is like the demographic that's most susceptible to the virus. Like I follow a bunch of Facebook groups like GTA Wedding Marketplace and Betches Brides. That's a really fun one. They also have a podcast that I listen to. But basically they're just like these big groups, like closed Facebook groups that you can go and like ask questions, like bounce your ideas off different brides and stuff. And a lot of April and May brides are canceling and postponing their weddings. And so if worst comes to worst, by end of June, if this is not settled down and you know, things have not gotten better, then we will have to postpone our reception and just have a close friends and family church ceremony.
Do you want coffee? Do you drink coffee?
Yeah. Can we make iced coffee?
Sure.
Do you not have ice?
Yeah, I have ice. We can make iced coffee.
Okay. So yeah, that's where we stand with the wedding plans so far. So right now our wedding is not going to be canceled. It's not going to be postponed. Hopefully by the end of May we'll have a bit more answers, and then we can just go from there. We're just seeing where
Want to do my favorite
the time takes us.
while you're telling your story? Put ice in those two things. And then...
Are those clean?
Yeah, I took them out of the cupboard. And then after that, put the other milk one in there for a minute and a half. And then we're gonna make some coffee. I just think, yeah, I mean, you're doing the best that you can, right? So. I can't cook for shit. Bruh, how do you turn this? Why is the ice?
Oh my gosh.
Show them the cup.
Oh my gosh, I totally just put ice all over the floor. Oh wow.
But like, I'm not working anymore. And I have to apply for EI because I work at a dental office and they are closed right now. So, you guys want to see the turkey bacon? It's sizzling on the pan. Let the ice melt.
Oh, sorry. Here's a cloth.
Okay, so we can split this back one.
Just pop it. Ow.
Sorry. Second degree burns. That's what you should caption it.
Caption it 2nd degree burns and only this 1 second you get. Ow!
Okay. Want some ketchup?
No, it's okay.
I just squirted in my face.
Like, what should we talk about? I wish we were famous enough that we could just ask questions to Instagram and people would be like, hey, what's up?
I know, but you're going through a lot of stuff, like, in the sense of, like, you got a house. Did you announce that yet?
Yeah.
Okay. How was that process for you?
So, we first looked at one place in Ajax, and we didn't go with the agent. We just let the landlord show us around, like the lady that lived upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was just very odd. We put in an application nonetheless. Like, it was a really nice place, like newly renovated and everything.
Yeah.
But we didn't get it, which was fine. Then a few weeks later, we scheduled viewings for 6 more places.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them were in Richmond Hill,
Mm-hmm.
which, like, from here is quite a, ways away. It's, like, in a totally different municipality.
Mm-hmm. No,
But yeah.
That's fine. You never told me.
I never told you about Richmond Hill?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So we scheduled a viewing for 2 Richmond Hill places.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them we really, really liked. So the agent that we went through to find these Richmond Hill places, she sent us a list of listings,
Mm-hmm.
like as agents do. And there's 2 apartments that were on this street.
Mm-hmm.
There was 21 Cartier and 9 Cartier. And I emailed her and I was like, we are interested in seeing 21 Cartier. Okay, so on the day we go to the house for the viewing,
And she shows you the wrong one.
we are parked outside 21 Cartier for like 15 minutes, and she calls and she's like, hey, we're here, where are you? I was like, we're outside.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, at 9 Cartier?
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, no, 21 Cartier.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, no, the address is 9 Cartier.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, what? Like, at that point, I was just confused. Like, was I looking at the wrong house the whole time? Like, is 21 Cartier not even for sale at all? Like, you know?
Yeah.
So we went to 9 Cartier, and I was like, oh, I thought the listing was 21 Cartier, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, no, there were 2 Cartier listings. And I was like, but I thought I sent you 21 Cartier. And she's like, no, but there's 2 houses on this street.
But I
was
asked
like,
for
yeah.
21.
And she was like, okay, well, since we're here, do you guys want to just see the place? And we were like, okay, fine, like, since we're here. So we go in, and it's literally a freaking dungeon of a basement apartment. Like, half of the place is not even, like, done. It's still, like, concrete floors.
But why is she showing, like...
That's what I'm saying. And she was giving us so much attitude, like, but there's 2 Cartier listings, but there was 2 on the list.
And I told you I wanted to see 21, not the other one,
yeah,
bro.
Exactly. And then when we... So then we were like, but can we still see 21 Cartier? And she called the people and they were like, no, like you have to give 24 hours notice. So we literally went to Richmond Hill, so we didn't even get to see the place that we wanted to see. It was just not a good experience. And that was our first viewing of the day.
Bro, I would have pulled up my emails like right there.
Yeah.
And
I was like, fine, like we don't have to live in Richmond Hill anyways. So the next 4 places we saw were nice. There was one place in Pickering, I think, that came fully furnished, which, like, is fine if you want that. But this place, like, when I say it's fully furnished, like, they provided you with everything, like, down to the last, like, cutlery. Like, they provided you plates, forks, spoons, like, pots, pans, and everything.
Wow. They even give you a TV?
They even give you a TV.
Holy shit.
And a couch, and, like, dressers, and everything.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, like, we just didn't, like, need that. We passed on that place. We ended up seeing so we settled on 2 places that we actually applied to out of the 6 that we saw that day. One of them was in Pickering.
Yeah.
Close to, like, grocery stores and everything. It's just a little bit small, but rent is cheaper.
Yeah.
Right? And it has its own separate entrance, like, walkout basement. We have access to the patio. We can put a grill out there and everything.
Yeah.
So that was really nice, but it's small. So there's no storage closet. The second one that we saw was in Ajax, so a little bit farther, also more rent. Because it's farther, it would be more commute, like more money on the GO train for commute to get to Toronto.
Yeah. Not that much, though.
Not that much, but rent was also like $100 more than the Pickering place. So that place we also applied to. It was way bigger.
Yeah.
Had a den which we could use as an office. The bedroom was big. The living room was nice. The only thing is though, this landlord was like, oh, we have young children. We have a 5-year-old who likes to run around upstairs and a 6-month-old. And you can hear like sounds. Like you can hear the child running around. Oh, but no one's complained before. Like, you can just hear it.
The thing is, I know somebody that, like... And that's what I was telling you before, like, when we were talking about it, right? Because I know someone that also lives under people with, like, their kids, and you do hear it. But people don't complain because it's a kid. At the end of the day, like, that's your landlord, and it's also a child, right? So, like, people are decent, and they know kids do that. It's like, yeah, nobody's complained, but nobody's gonna complain. Like,
and, like, when we were there...
Yeah.
The current tenant was also there, like, in the house. And so she was like, oh, yeah, like, the noise is not so bad. So we took that as, okay, maybe it's not so bad, right? So we sent in an application for this place. Like, a week later or something, he schedules a call with us. And we were like, okay, like, this is probably something super important, you know? Like, he's scheduling a call with us. So he calls us, and he's like, I just want to make sure that you guys are okay with the noise.
This is a problem.
So we figured, like, it must be a big deal if he's, like, bringing it up again, you know?
Yeah.
And we ended up getting approved for both of them that we applied to, the Pickering one and the Ajax one. And based on the noise and the distance alone, we decided against that one, and we decided to accept the approval on the Pickering one. So that's the one that we have now. Our lease starts April 1st. We're gonna start moving stuff in about mid-April. I won't be moving in until after the wedding, so end of June. But Adam will be living there mid-April.
Oh god, I have a call with these car people. Hello? Okay, yeah, so there are these people that they help you find vehicles that are good for your price range and like whatever. But the thing is, Nick filled out the application, so like he put my permanent address was his address, and he put that I've been living at his address for 20 years. I had to tell the girl, I was like, no, I actually live at this address, and I've been living here for 15 years, but, like, my boyfriend filled out the application for me, and then this guy calls me, and he's like, yeah, so you make $6,300 a month? And I was like, no. I make $1,200 each paycheck, so do the math. Like, I'm not doing the math for you.
24.
Yeah, a month. That's, like, literally way less than 6,000, right? But
so are you getting a car? What's
no,
that?
I'm gonna cancel on these people because, like, but, like, now that I'm dealing with this EI situation.
Wait,
and,
$150 bi-weekly for insurance?
No, for the car, and then insurance would be like $300. So I'd be paying like 4 bills a month, or no, like $500 a month.
I heard Walmart is hiring 50,000 new people.
Yeah, because everyone freaking quit.
Oh, really?
Well, everyone is like being like, oh yeah, quarantine. I need to quarantine. Because everyone's at Walmart. Like, Walmart is the coronavirus.
But also, everyone goes to Walmart for all their stuff. The ripple effects that it's having on the economy, on, like, everyone's, like, going out, on your job, on money, and then that ripples down to your bills, how you're going to support your family, seeing your friends, and that's going to trickle down to feeling, like, isolated from the outside world, and you can't, like, see people, then that's going to affect your mental health, and this and that. Like, it's a lot.
To make matters worse, the virus itself is actually pretty scary because when you think about what the virus does, it literally destroys your lungs. Like, period. Like, it doesn't matter. Everyone is saying, like, like, you know, we would survive, but watch the survivors. Their lungs are literally permanently, bless you, permanently
like
damaged.
scar tissue.
You know? And so we're young, but then we're going to have horrible lungs that if we get a small flu or something, we're not going to be able to recover, or we could die. Or we're going to go and be 70 and have lungs like a smoker, you know, where there's holes in it, and, like, if we literally get a small flu, we can get pneumonia again and freaking die. So, like, it'll really wreck your body. So that's one of the things that's scary. Yeah, you'll survive, but for how long? And I just feel like looking at it in a bigger picture, it's like, okay, this is a bad virus, but I highly doubt that things are gonna, each virus from here on is going to get less and less strong. No, it's going to get worse and worse and worse, you know? So if you go into it with a bad immune system, each virus is going to keep getting stronger, you know what I mean?
Totally. So after all that heavy discussion, we are back at my place, and we're just going to work on some projects that we've got going on here. And just close out the night. So I think we're going to end the vlog here. So if you've stayed all the way to the end, you're a real one, and I will catch you guys in the next vlog. Bye!